In this video, you are going to learn how to evaluate functions by inputting a value x to get an output y. So, the first thing you need to know is it's called function notation when we have an f of x, and we read this as f of x. So f of x equals 2x, and you'll see over here you can write it in function notation. Where's the equation? Y equals f of x equals 5x, y equals f of x. So f of x is just a fancy way to say y. Sometimes you're going to see it says g of x, h of x, m of x, n of x. There's always going to be a different variable for f, just because everybody has different names. So functions have different names too. Alright, so we're just going to jump right to the example, so go ahead and take a second to write this down. Given h of x equals 3x minus 3, find h of 3. So, right away we know that 3 is going to be the value for x that we're plugging in, because h of x equals that. I'm replacing my x with 3. So I'm going to rewrite it first with the 3 that replaces the x there. Wherever I see an x in this expression, I am replacing it with a 3, because that is the number they want us to replace it with. 3 times 3 is 9, minus 3. 9 minus 3 is 6. Now in middle school you probably learned it as you hit the button on the Coca-Cola machine and something comes out. You hit 3 on the machine and 6 comes out. Same thing for the next one. H of 5 equals negative 5x plus 3. Wherever I see an x, I am replacing it with 5. Negative 5 times 5 is negative 25. Plus 3. Negative 25 plus 3 is negative 22. You hit 5 on the machine and negative 22 pops out. Given g of x equals negative x minus 3, find g of 1. I'm just going to jump over my first step. Anywhere I see an x, I'm replacing it 1, because that's what it's telling us to replace it with. Now be careful, this says negative 1 times 1, which is negative 1, minus 3. Negative 1 minus 3 is negative 4. Same thing here, they want us to find g of negative 4, so we're hitting negative 4 on the Coca-Cola machine. I am replacing every x I see in the expression with negative 4. Negative 2 times negative 4 is 8, minus 1 is 7. Now remember, I'm replacing it on the right to evaluate. Don't mess around with anything on the left. If you just want to write it like I did, where you replace the x with it, but you're always doing the work on the right-hand side of the equal sign. Alright, let's do a few more. They're going to be a little trickier. Now it gives you this function and it tells you to find f of 6. So anywhere I see an x, I am replacing with 6. 2 times 6 squared minus 7 times 6 minus 6. Alright, remember, order of operations. Parentheses, there's nothing inside our parentheses we need to do, so let's move to exponents. 6 squared is 36. Now let's move to multiplication. 2 times 36 is 72. Negative 7 times 6 is negative 42. Minus 6. 72 minus 42 is 30. Minus 6 is 24. So when I plug 6 in, I get out 24. Let's try number 2. Go ahead and take a second to write it down. You can try it by yourself and pause the video. See if you get the same as me. Find your mistake if you have a mistake. I'm replacing my x's with negative 4. So 3 times negative 4 squared minus 10 times negative 4 plus 4. Again, I'm going to use my order of operations. Parentheses, there's nothing inside the parentheses to clean up. Move to exponents. Negative 4 squared is 16. It's a positive 16. Rewrite the rest. Move on to multiplication. 3 times 16 is 48. Negative 10 times negative 4, because the parentheses means multiplication. Positive 40 plus 4. 48 plus 40 is 88, plus 4 is 92. So when we plug in negative 4, we get out 92. Alright, same thing for the last one. Go ahead and pause the video, see if you can do it by yourself. I am replacing all my variables with 8. PEMDAS. Parentheses are already cleaned up. Moving on to exponents. 8 squared is 64. Multiplication next. And negative 3 times 64 is negative 192 plus 24 plus 7, because 3 times 8 is 24. Negative 192 plus 24 is negative 168 plus 7 is negative 161. Alright, go ahead and try the next few examples on Desmos by yourself. Let me know if you have any questions.